All right, here's lesson 312, percents and proportions, part 2. All right, again, I'm going to do a few of the problems, and then we'll do the rest in class. So we're going to use this idea about the proportion. So what percent of 150 is 6? So remember that B is the part, A is the whole, and it's the percent, and that's always out of 100. So for this problem, as we look at it, notice we're looking for the percent. So that means n is going to be my variable here. So now I have to think of which of these is the part and which of these is the whole. Since it's out of 150, 150 sounds like a whole, like a total. And 6 sounds like the part, 6 out of 150. And so now I'm going to use cross products to come up with an equation to solve for this. So 150 times n is equal to 6 times 100. And 150 times n is equal to 600. And divide by 150. And I get n is equal to 4. So 4% is the answer. 4%. 6 out of 150 is the same as 4%. All right. I think we'll do this one in class. Skip down to number 6. At an aquarium, 15% of the fish in the tank are angelfish. There are 21 angelfish in the tank. How many fish in all are there in the aquarium tank? Show I found the answer. So again, I'm going to use the proportion. The part over the whole is equal to the percent out of 100. And then I have a percent here, 15%, so I know that goes where the n is. So I have 15 out of 100. And what that really means is that if I had 100 fish in the tank, 15 of them would be angelfish. Okay, and now it says there are 21 angelfish in the tank. Now 21 is just the angelfish, so that's just part of the whole. So I'm going to put 21 over A, and then I'm going to solve the proportion. 15 times A is equal to 21 times 100. So 15 times A is equal to 2100. So A is equal to 2100 divided by 15, which is so there's 315 fish in the tank. All right, let's skip down a little bit here. We'll do number 7. Class. Number 8, the largest land animal, the African bush elephant, may weigh as much as 8 tons. I'm just going to underline some of the important things. However, that is only about 3.9% of the weight of the largest animal of all, the blue whale. How heavy can a blue whale be? Show how you found your answer. So, again, I'll use the proportion. B is the part, A is the whole, and it's percent out of 100. We have a percent right here, so I'm going to put that where the n is. So 3.9 out of 100. And we have a number 8 tons. Now, all right, sorry about that, Val. So now we just have to figure out what's the part and what is the whole. And sometimes you have to read into the problem. It includes that way, but it says the African bush elephant is not the largest animal of all, the blue whale is. So I think that the 8 tons that the bush elephant weighs is part of the amount that the blue whale weighs. So 8 is the part, and then A is the missing part. So we have to do 8 times 100 for cross product is equal to 3.9 times 8. So 800 is equal to 3.9 times A. So I have to, A is equal to 800 divided by 3.9, which is about, and we're going to round this. We see that this is rounded to whole number of tons, so we're going to round this answer to a whole number. We get about 205 tons. And that makes sense. The blue whale should weigh more, and quite a bit more, in fact. All right, I'm going to do one more problem, and then the rest we'll do in class. I'm going to do this problem right here. In 2006, Americans spent $282 billion on entertainment, including amusement parks, audio and visual services, toys, and hobbies. They spent 257% of that amount on food. How much did Americans spend on food in 2006? So this is all happening in 2006. So it's a percent problem, so we can represent it as a proportion. B is my part, A is my whole, N is my percent. So if I could figure out what numbers to put in there for two of those, 2 out of the 3 missing numbers, I can solve. So we have 257%, that goes where the N is. So that's out of 100. And then we have the number 282 billion on entertainment, including amusement parks, audiovisual, all that. And then it says they spent 257% of that amount on food. So it's out of this amount, 282 billion. So I'm going to put the 282 billion down here. Since we're talking about ratios, the billion part I don't need to add to that. Whatever my answer is here, this B part, that'll be in billions since it's out of 282 billion. So I'm going to solve that proportion. So using cross products, I get 100 times B is equal to 257 times 282. And simplifying that, I get 100 times B is equal to 72,731. Divide both sides by 100, and I get B is equal to 727.31, but this number here was rounded to the nearest billion, so I'm just going to round this to the nearest billion. So I'm going to say the answer is they spent $727 billion on food in the year 2006. All right. This share and summarize. I'm going to just go over a little part of that, and then the rest we'll do in class. Let's write a proportion that expresses this statement. 32% of 25 is B. Solve your proportion for B. All right, so 32%, I know that that goes over 100. And it says of 25, so that means out of 25, so that means 25 is the whole, and B is the part. And then to solve it, I'll let you guys finish that up, class. Let's do one more. It says write a proportion that expresses this statement. N% of A is B. So from that, N is the percent, so we put that out of 100. Out of A, that means A is the whole, is B, so B is the part. All right, this is the end of the lesson. I'll see you in class tomorrow.